Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are watching season 1, episode 10 of Lost. I am so excited. I want to binge this show, as I've told you a million times already. And yeah, the last episode was Sayid's backstory, which was very good and very sad. But we also got introduced to a new character, and not one of the people that was in the plane crash, although we did get introduced to one of them as well. Well, a couple of them, I suppose. But this character's name is Danielle Rousseau, and she is the French woman whose distress signal we heard in, I think the first, 2 episodes. And so she sort of kidnapped Sayid, was keeping him hostage and torturing him just a little bit. And yeah, we discovered lots of new things about the island. Like, there's carriers of something, the Whispers, which Sayid heard about. Okay, I turned it off. Or which Sayid heard at the end. And there's a black rock. There's the others, whoever they are, although Danielle doesn't even know who they are because they are the Whispers that she hears, but she hasn't seen them. I'm also curious if this means that Danielle was the one who knocked Sayid out when he got the signal in the last episode, or if that's one of the others, We just don't know. So the plot thickens, the mystery thickens, and I'm all here for it. I hope we see Danielle again. I hope that Sayid takes this information back to everyone else, and then we sort of figure out where we're going to go from here. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. We also had a golf course and a little bit of frivolity and fun for the people back at base. We had Sawyer sort of trying to extend an olive branch and become a part of everyone. So we're going to see how that works. And yeah, that's kind of where we left off. I cannot wait to see whose backstory we get in this episode and just what new information I can gather about these characters. So without any further ado, let's do that right now. Whose eye is this? That's a baby. A blue eye. Oh, Claire. I didn't think about it till now, but I don't know how pregnant she's supposed to be, but isn't there a cutoff for when you're supposed to fly when pregnant?
Why? It was your responsibility, but you gave him away, Claire.
What?
Everyone pays the price now.
What the fuck was that? Why was his eyes? Did she have a child before that she gave up for adoption or something? Wake up. Please wake up. It looks like she does have blood on her.
What happened?
Yeah.
Must have been a hell of a nightmare.
He said it was a nightmare.
Well, I don't think...
I'd say when someone makes a fist so tight they dig their fingernails a quarter of an inch into their palms, they probably weren't dreaming about riding ponies.
I mean...
Ever sleepwalk before? I had a girlfriend once that told me I talked in my sleep.
What did you say?
Don't know.
I've done that.
Whatever it was, she didn't like it.
But mine is gibberish. It's not actually English.
She was okay with letting you fly in your 3rd trimester.
I just talked about this.
Yeah, I went for a checkup a week before and she said it'd be fine.
Look, this thing, it doesn't mean for sure that you're pregnant.
Thomas,
go get another one.
I am 6 weeks late, okay? 6 weeks. That never happens. I'm pregnant.
If we wanted to, we could do this.
My $5 an hour job at Fish and Fry.
You're not the only one with a job, I mean, I've got my painting.
Do they
Sweet, but...
Do they sell, though? Because, babies are expensive.
You'd really want to try?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like that's what she wants, though.
I love you.
But maybe she doesn't want kids. Okay, she's smiling. But I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sinking.
Oh.
Water goes out, takes the sand with it, and you sink.
It's a fun sensation.
I used to do it with my mom when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Think about you without your family and your friends. And I think we could be friends. I could be your friend.
Aww. I thought you already were.
We don't have to do each other's hair or anything. I just mean that, you know, if you needed someone to talk to about anything,
I like them. I hope that they
I'm here.
are friends, at least, you know.
Charlie, I didn't mean that.
It's cool, Claire. It's cool.
I'm not sure how he took that because all she said was his name and she didn't like say anything.
You're not backing out now.
Just seems silly.
It's just a psychic, Claire. I mean, I thought you were all into this, all your astrology stuff.
Ooh.
Huh? So when did you find out
What?
about the baby?
I'm not gonna say that he's a psychic. You could just guess that, you know.
What? What is it?
I'm sorry. I can't.
What were you gonna? What did you say?
I'm not doing this reading.
No, you were
Why?
gonna say something.
You'll have to leave. Now.
If he saw
Thanks
the
very much.
plane crash, wouldn't it be better to be like, yeah, maybe don't get on any planes? I would rather you tell me. What the fuck was that?
He was trying to hurt my baby.
It's okay.
I think it was a dream.
I'm out here looking for some psycho with Scott and Steve, right? And I'm realizing, who the hell are Scott and Steve?
I don't know.
I mean, we didn't even know each other.
Yeah.
My name isn't Hurley. It's Hugo Reyes.
Oh,
Hurley's just a nickname I have, all right?
Hugo.
Why? I'm not telling. The
I
point is
would
we
like
gotta
to
find
know.
out who everyone is.
You want to start a census?
Yeah, registry, you know, names, what people look like, who's related to who. I mean, we start laying down the law, maybe people stop attacking each other. It seems like someone's getting punched or stabbed or something every other day here. We gotta find out who did this to her.
Sure, but I don't think anyone did, except for her own demons that exist inside her head because of whatever happened with the pregnancy before she got on the plane. Who are Scott and Steve? What is your problem, sir?
Claire? I can't do this.
You haven't even done anything yet.
What? Did you have a bad day?
You realize it's...
This isn't working.
I'm gonna just circle back to the fact that this was his suggestion. He suggested they keep the baby. He suggested she move in.
Now it's real.
Well, you can't just change your mind.
How in the hell am I supposed to be a dad, Claire? How about my painting? My life?
I knew this was gonna happen.
I told you so. Perfect. I'll get all your daddy abandonment crap.
Hey,
right.
you
That's right.
bastard! Don't you dare try and justify what you're doing.
You don't think I've seen what you've done?
Excuse me?
You were supposed to be on the pill.
You think I got pregnant on purpose?
She didn't even want to keep it initially.
You're out of your mind!
Over, Claire.
No, it's not over!
I'm out of here.
Thomas!
Thomas is an asshole, and I do not like him.
And, reason for travel? The reason you were in Australia?
I was looking for something.
So did you find it?
Kind of. He found himself.
No, it found me.
Thanks.
He's scared of him.
Last name?
Rom,
How do you spell that?
Rom, R-O-M?
that's right.
Great. Where are you from, Ethan Rom?
Ontario.
Ontario.
Right on. Love Canada. Great, Why don't you do it? Thanks for your time, dude.
Hey, what's this for?
Oh, it's nothing. Just, you know, thought it'd be a good idea.
reading too much into it? Possibly. But I feel like there's something there between the two of them. At least friendship, maybe more. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't believe me.
Claire.
You think I'm making this up? I'm sick of everyone telling me what to do.
Please.
Let go of me.
You okay?
What did you say to her?
Oh, she does go to the psychic.
I saw something, sort of a blurry thing.
And Blurry's bad.
Blurry's bad.
Okay.
That's why I stopped the reading. Are you sure you want to go on now?
Yeah, if you see fucking bad shit, tell me.
It is crucial that you, yourself, raise this child.
You mean with Thomas? Is he
The father of this child will play no part in its life, nor yours. Danger surrounds this baby.
Danger?
Your nature, your spirit, your goodness must be an influence in the development of this child.
Okay, what are you saying? Her baby's gonna be a fucking serial killer or something? If she's not there?
Thanks for taking my 200.
Oh, no, look, take it. Miss Littleton. Miss Littleton, please! The baby needs your protection!
Okay, so that's why she's...
Miss Littleton!
Littleton is her name? So that's why she's so worried.
Kind of got attacked.
What?
She okay? Yeah, she's a little shook up,
I am so not moving to the rape caves.
Okay. He did not
Your
say
life
that.
would be much easier if you just had the manifest.
What? Really? Who has it?
What do you think?
Sawyer? God, look at his sunglasses. I can't.
I'm just gonna lay it out straight.
Okay, you do that.
I hear you had the flight manifest, and I want you to give it to me.
That's so.
You could just
Give it to
give
me.
it to me. Cause, dude, you could use the points.
Well, gosh, you sure know how to butter a man up, Stay Puft.
It's a gift.
He has the worst nicknames for people. Except for Kate, who he just calls Freckles.
Manifest in a brown suitcase. Take it.
Okay, we need to time the contractions. That's what you do. Time the contractions, okay? 1 sugar plum fairy. 2
Charlie!
Sugar plum
You just need to calm down, right? Big deep breaths.
You need to calm down, Charlie.
Oh, bloody hell.
Charlie, I need you to go get Jack.
What?
I'll be all right.
I'm not leaving you alone. I can
please,
deliver a
just
baby.
go.
I can do this. This must happen all
Okay,
the time.
get the doctor. Get the doctor.
Do you know Catch a Falling Star?
Yeah.
It's a song, like a lullaby.
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket.
Save it for a rainy day.
My dad used to sing that to me when I was little. Do you think you could sing it to the baby once in a while?
Of course.
It's not working.
Maybe it's a chance for you to back out. The fact that 2 pens did not work, like, I would be like, something is telling me something, you know?
I can't do this.
What? No! No!
She didn't sign the contract, so technically she can still walk away.
What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan.
Are you all right?
You need to go to the caves. Run to the caves. Get Jack. Tell him that Claire.
Claire, is she okay?
She's having a baby. Go fast, okay? I'll be with her. On the path, right there. Go!
Now you're giving me money and saying I don't have to?
I found a couple in Los Angeles who are very eager to adopt. But this is what must happen.
He knew the plane would crash, so he put her on it, right? That's what I'm thinking.
He was just full of it.
All he wanted was that no one else raise your baby, right?
Maybe he saw the plane crash. That's what I'm saying, Charlie. We're on the same wavelength.
Maybe he knew, Claire.
That's what I said. That's why he put you on that plane to LA.
I can't go tomorrow. I have to get my...
It has to be this flight. It can't be any other.
See?
They're already scheduled to meet you when you arrive.
This flight.
At 8:15.
You.
At 8:15.
You could change a flight. They would be willing to meet her a different day. He wanted this flight. He wanted this flight. Saeed's getting to the cave.
Saeed. Listen to me. We're not alone.
True. You're not. This is not, in fact, a deserted island. It is an inhabited island. At least by some people, maybe the others. What happened to Ethan? We don't know. Where'd he go?
We got a problem.
What?
The manifest.
Ethan's not real.
Jack, the census.
Ethan's not real.
The names of everyone who survived. All 46 of us.
No Ethan, right?
I interviewed everyone. Jack.
He's not on the list.
One of them isn't in the manifest.
Ethan.
He wasn't on the plane.
It's Ethan.
Hello there.
Yep. He wasn't on the plane. He's one of the others.
Ethan, where's Jack?
He didn't go get him. Don't end. It's gonna end, isn't it? No! How could they do that to me? Oh my god, you guys. Ethan is a plant. This episode was wild. Okay, sorry. I'm getting overwhelmed. Okay. So sorry, River. So I loved this episode. Oh my god. Okay. What I was sensing between Ethan and Hurley, which I was reading as like possibly like a romantic subtext, was just Ethan trying to like con his, like, is Ethan Rom even his real name? I doubt. It could be, to be fair. I don't know. Where did he come from? Is he one of the others? Like, good thinking on Boone's part to be like, oh yeah, the manifest. Remember, like, we crossed names off the list. Like, that's how we knew who the dead were. Oh my god. That was so good. I didn't even think like the manifest was gonna uncover somebody who was lying about being and Saeed showed up at like the perfect time for Hurley to be like, guys. Okay. Oh my gosh, sorry. So much in this episode. So, oh my gosh, wait. So maybe Claire it wasn't all in her head. I assumed that it was just a further like moment of her sleepwalking. But maybe Ethan actually was trying to do something to the baby. Because we don't know him. He could be untrustworthy as fuck. Maybe he's part of the science team. Maybe he's one of the others. Maybe he's from the fucking Black Rock area, right? That's what Danielle said. The Black Rock. Who the fuck are you, Ethan? I liked you. And you're a fake. You're not fake. You're real. But like, you're lying. Let's try to think about Ethan for a second. I'll talk about Claire. I'll talk more about Claire and the psychic and all of that stuff later. But Saeed is back, which is great. I'm glad that he came back. I'm glad that he made it back. I'm glad that he was not ambushed and attacked on his way back. That's good. Because we don't know how many others there are, like who they are, what they want, why they're here. Maybe this is like some sort of prison island, like Lian Yu, if you've seen Arrow. I don't know. Sorry, I'm so excited. Like, that was such a adrenaline-filled last few minutes of the show. Okay, so let me postulate a theory, like a coherent one, instead of just like ramble. Okay, so it makes sense that Ethan is one of the others that Danielle talked about. He doesn't have a French accent, so I'm gonna say that he's one of the others. Now, who are the others? Where did they come from? How did they get here? What is their purpose here? All of that stuff. Obviously, I don't know yet. But I'm very interested. Okay, so did he come from this Black Rock place? If that is indeed a place. I need them to look at the map that Saeed has, at the information that Saeed has from Danielle, and like start putting pieces together. Also, if he is one of the others, what would his motivation be? Because I'm going to assume now, until I'm probably proven wrong in the next episode, which I will probably watch in like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, whenever I stop talking about this episode. I'm going to assume now that Claire was right and someone was trying to get to her baby. Now, previously, I was just assuming it was a manifestation of her guilt, her worry over trying to protect the baby because of what the psychic said. But we don't know who these others are. We don't know what they want. We don't know why they're here. So I'm going to assume now that it was real. Again, until it's proven that it's not. So what would he want with the baby? Is he trying to kill the baby before it's born? Is he trying to make it a carrier of whatever the fuck it is that is being spread throughout the people on the island? Because Danielle said that they were carriers and that's why she had to kill them. But carriers of what? Because she said also the distress signal seemed like it could have been a warning signal as well, because it seemed like she said she couldn't risk them getting off the island, right? So maybe his purpose with trying to inject the baby with whatever it is that they're carriers for is if the baby gets off the island, then whatever it is spreads. What is it? Why would they want it to spread? I don't know. I'm just postulating things. I'm writing this down just in case. Now, obviously, just because Ethan is possibly one of the others, definitely not somebody that was on the plane initially, possibly a carrier, possibly, we don't know. Well, I don't know. You probably know. But just because he is that also doesn't necessarily mean that he was trying to do anything to the baby. Although the fact that he didn't go tell Jack, and he is now confronting Claire and Charlie, does lend to my theory that has some designs for the baby for whatever reason. So I am kind of going to temporarily abandon the theory that it's a manifestation of all that stuff for Claire. He wants the baby. Maybe the others want the baby to be a carrier, to get off the island, to do experiments on, I don't know. That's kind of my working theories right now. Yeah, that's my theory. Now back to Claire, and sort of what this episode was about, which is Claire's backstory, which I love. I think that I really like Claire as a character. I think that the actress is just completely gorgeous. I know her from Once Upon a Time. And yeah, I think that she's a really sweet character. And Thomas is an asshole, okay? Like, here's the thing. I understand having a momentary freak out and being like, this is real. My life is going to forever change, because that's what kids do. They change your life forever. They're not a temporary thing. You can't like return it if you don't like it. You know, it's a very much a lifelong commitment that you are making, and your life is going to change forever, which is why the decision to have a child should be something that you really think about and you understand the consequences of before you make that choice. Which it's just frustrating, because she gave him an out. She was like, we can't do this, like this, we're not going to do this. She was willing to, I don't know what her views on like abortion, termination, those things are, but it seemed like she was willing to like be like, it's not the right time for us. Let's maybe not make this choice. So the fact that he chose that, he should have thought about the lifelong commitment, the fact that your life is going to change, the fact that living with somebody is different than living by yourself, the fact that, you know, your art is probably not going to be able to take first priority in your life anymore, because you might have to get a quote-unquote real job to support the baby, right? Because babies are expensive. He should have thought of all of these things, not 3 months in, once the commitment has been made and it's too late to change your mind. You know, like he should have thought about it before. So I think that was really frustrating. Also, like, the thing is, yes, babies change your life. Yes, they are a lifelong commitment. Yes, all of the things that I just said. He could still do his art. Maybe it couldn't be his job if he's not making money off of it, but he could still do his art. He could still enjoy the things that he enjoys. You know, like, you're going to have a less time for it because that's, you know, having kids. But I don't know. Basically, like, I don't know. He was an asshole, right? Like, I don't think we're supposed to like him. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but like, or I was trying, but he never came around, right? He never was like, okay, we made this commitment, we need to follow it through. Yeah, he was an asshole. And like, don't just be like, yeah, let's have a baby. And then when it's too late to change your mind, be like, let's not, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so I agree with Charlie about the psychic. I don't think there was ever a couple in Los Angeles. I think that was his way of getting her on the plane. I think that the first reading, he didn't necessarily see the baby, right? He saw the plane crash. That's my headcanon, right? Is that he saw the Oceanic. Do we know the flight number? Okay, I don't know if we know the flight number. Maybe we do. Maybe I just don't remember. But it was an Oceanic flight. I think that Richard Malkin, right? He's the psychic. I think that he saw the plane crash the first time and he was like, I don't want to get into this, right? And then the second time, I think he saw something with the baby. Like, what he was saying, if a psychic told me that, I'd be like, is my baby going to be a fucking serial killer? Like, can you please elaborate? Because this is terrifying information. I mean, also, you know, take psychics with a big old grain of salt. But anyway, I think that he saw the plane crash. He saw something about her baby. He knew that he wanted her to raise the baby alone. And I think that he put her on that plane because he did say, like, there's no other flight. Like, you have to get on this flight. Which, if you are meeting people who you're going to give your child to, who are good people, like, I'm assuming that they're not going to be like, it's this flight or I don't take the baby. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, but what if I miss the flight? What if the flight got canceled? Like, you're just not going to take the baby now because I'm going to arrive like 10 hours later. You know what I mean? So I definitely think that Richard was, you know, orchestrating things like Charlie said. I feel like the fact that I'm saying this means that I have to also buy into the fact that psychics might be real in this world. We don't really know what's going on the island. So I don't know. I'm gonna say psychics are real in this world, or at least some, at least that one, because I do think that he orchestrated that and that it worked out like he wanted. I don't know who Scott and Steve are. I feel like there was a scene where we met people named Scott and Steve before. Don't remember who is who, but apparently there's two people named Scott and Steve. Hurley is actually his nickname. His name is Hugo Reyes. Why did I say it weird? Reyes. So that's cool. I really like Hurley. Ethan Rom from Ontario, supposedly. Don't believe you. Don't believe you. Claire's last name is Littleton, which is a cute last name. Shannon is 20. Also, I think that Shannon said that her last name is Rutherford. Either Rutherford or Weatherford. Could be wrong on both. We'll see. I don't know if last names really matter in this show. Anyway, your responsibility, but you gave him away. So is the baby a boy? Because that's what her dream said in the beginning. He was, or Locke in her dream, which I think it's interesting that Locke is sort of becoming like, I don't know what to call him, because like he helped Charlie. Even in her dream, he's like sort of the guy who's like sitting there at the table. I guess maybe he was a stand-in for the psychic, but he's also like, why was one of his eyes black and one of his eyes white? I also forgot about that until just now. He's almost like the guy who, okay, you know the story, I'm probably going to butcher it because I can't remember it fully, but the guy who like, I think there's like a story of the guy who sits at the gates of like purgatory or hell or whatever, or the afterlife, and like weighs your sins to see if you're like good or bad or whatever. It almost seems like he's that character in this. And one eye is black and one eye is white. So it's like, I'm not really sure what that symbolizes in her dream. The yin yang of it all? I don't know. Anyway, so it's been almost a week since Saeed left, and when we saw him in the last episode, I think he had been gone for 2 days, I want to say. Yeah, it was 2 days since he left. Now it's been a week since he left, so I wonder how long she kept him and tortured him for then. Because assumedly, if it took him 2 days to get there, 2 days to get back, then that's like 3 days in between. So was he there for 3 days? I don't know. Maybe that's not important. I'm also trying to keep track of how long it's been based off what they're saying. Based off that, I'm going to say it's been 3 weeks, roughly, since they have crashed on this island. So yeah, I think that that's all that I really have to say about this episode. I'm really curious to see the next part of it, to see what the fuck Ethan wants with the baby, what the others maybe want with the baby, and like just what's going on, and if he's evil, is he gonna take them to the others? Yeah, I'm just curious. Anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching. If you want, you can watch the next one right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode and all the episodes that I have seen thus far of Lost. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go watch the next one right now because that cliffhanger was too much for me. Sorry that you had to wait like a week or so. Wait, was this the mid-season finale? Oh my gosh, if this was the mid-season finale, y'all probably had to wait like months for this. Was it? Let me know. Let me know if how long you guys had to wait for the next part, because I'm gonna be waiting like 30 minutes altogether probably. Anyway, I'm gonna go and do that, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye guys.